exactly 4:30, and now it's time for us to bring you word on the street.
Yes.
What the streets are saying
What
and
are
what's
the
happening.
streets saying? What is happening? What is happening? Welcome once again. It's a beautiful
you.
Tuesday, you know. Yes, very hot.
Hmm.
You know, I honestly wish we had a pool here, but be like, say, Nana, are you listening?
I'm out for.
Anyways, yes. So, what's happening in town today? There's a lot happening. Now, yesterday we were in here when we heard about the explosion in Kasoa that happened yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, it happened on the what they call it, the Winneba. Kasoa Winneba Highway. You know, they are doing a road expansion right now, and so yeah, the workers. I don't know what happened or what went wrong, but most of the time, you know, because of the expansion, they set off dynamite to break the big rocks because that side is a bit, you know, rocky. So they set off dynamite, they break the big rocks, and then, you know, they continue the road expansion, which has been going on for a while now. And they've been doing this explosion thing for a while. They set off the dynamite. But most of the time, they actually do make an announcement every single time, you know, so that they can clear the area and people can, you know, protect themselves, basically, or at least get out of the area. So everything, you know, people don't get hurt. But we're not sure exactly what happened. But
So apparently the contractor has been changed, and this new contractor did not inform the assembly members or even the chiefs that he was going to do the explosion today.
Yes.
So that nobody knew it was going to happen. Because
Yes.
apparently the previous times it has happened, there was the prior announcement.
Yes.
They were given the time and the day, so everybody vacated the environment or the area. They go to a park nearby to ensure that everything happens, you know, and then you take away your valuables, you keep them in a safe place.
Yes.
But this time around, the new contractor, I don't know if he didn't know he had to do that. But again, if you're dealing with something of this magnitude and you know the hazard that it poses, you do ensure that you take in the precautionary measures.
Definitely. So, but you see, the reason why I'm saying we're not sure what happened is even though, yes, everything you said is correct, the workers themselves, I don't think they knew that something was supposed to happen, because from the eyewitness accounts, the workers they started also running when I think they saw, say, this was going to happen. Maybe they saw that something had been lit, maybe a fuse or something. They were also running from the area and they were shouting like,
"Who's this eyewitness?" Because today I heard the report from the chief, the chief of the area in the midday news, and then they said that yes, the people knew, but they thought that as usual it had been announced to the public.
Okay, then.
So it was the constructor in charge who did not relay the information. And apparently from yesterday up until now, he's nowhere to be found. He disappeared from the site, and now his workers are the ones who are suffering the at the expense of the wrath of the people, you know, and he's nowhere to be found, which means that now you know that of course you messed up.
Yes, definitely. He does know that he messed up, because 35 injured and
quite a number who have also lost their life.
And you know what? There's one that I heard. Apparently, one of the men who died, he just buried his wife last weekend. Like this weekend, no. And he was even inside, and the rock came through the house and hit his head, and that's it. He's also gone. Yo. And I saw some videos. The damage is a lot. Damages to buildings.
I saw this morning. This afternoon, I saw in the news quite a number of people who have packed their belongings and have moved into the palace, saying that that's the safest place, and so they are coming to live with the chief. I mean, like this is heartbreaking. Right now, if you're on the streets of Accra or of the streets of Ghana, you are unsure if you're going to get home safe or not, because somebody can just be silly on the road and can cost you your life. It costs you your life. It can be drinking dirty water that can let you get cholera and probably lead to your death. It can be now, even if you decide that, you know, I won't be outside, I'll just be in my room. This too can find you in your room.
Yes, this too can find you. So like,
what's going
where
on?
should we go?
What's happening?
What's happening? Honestly, it's heavy. It's a heavy time. All I can say is every single day, just like you said yesterday, we never know when is our time. We are all on borrowed time.
Sure.
So live your life to the fullest. Live your life to the fullest. And then I'm not sure, maybe a lot of prayer works. I don't know. Prayer does work. I am a testimony to prayer. So just in case you're out there, maybe it's time to renew your faith. I know for some people, they've disconnected with the whole faith talk and everything. Yes, people are supposed to do what people are meant to do. But in the case where these people are not doing what they are supposed to do, or they seem to not have the sense to do what they're supposed to do, it falls on us. And the only things that we can do is do what we are meant to do, one, and also commit everything that we do into our Creator's hands. Yeah. Because that's the only way we can get guidance and protection.
Yeah.
That's what
I just feel that, really. This was negligence at the highest level. And every single person who had a role to play and did not play out their role should suffer the consequence of it. Definitely. Because you can't waste people's lives and then cause people such pain. Yeah. I mean, I'm just out there trying to fend for my family and myself, and now, before I know it, that's it. I'm injured. I saw one young lady. It was very bloody. And it looks like, you can tell she had her apron on. So clearly she's a hawker. Yeah. And it looks like one of her legs was affected, and she could barely move it. So in my mind, I'm thinking, wait, what if she's unable to use her leg ever again?
And that's what she uses to hawk.
What if she's unable to use her leg again? Because look at, if these rocks have been able to claim lives, and you know how rocks can be, even when they are there and then you mistakenly touch or hit it with a part of your body, they are very sharp. So imagine when they are coming with such force.
And the sizes, did you see them? Huge rocks. Honest. And Ghana is not the place where, because Ayabro the company will pay, there will be settlement, there will be something that goes
on. Will happen. This is our see, enough about this is Ghana. I know I say that Ghana, don't let Ghana happen to you. But this time around, I don't think that they can actually just turn a blind eye to this. Looking at the number of people that have been affected by this, no, it shouldn't be. The more we allow things like this
to happen,
slide, and then we just say, let them settle it out of court or just amicably. That's what leads people into doing, because what's the worst? Exactly. I'll be asked to pay an amount of money. But if people are actually serving the penalties of their offenses, I believe that everybody will up their game and take what they do seriously.
Definitely. I think, it's time for us to do that.
Wherever whatever needs to be done should be done. Should be. And I like the fact that today the chief spoke, and then they all said that they are waiting to hear. And I hear yesterday I think a minister or so in that region, or MP, it was the MP, had gone there in the middle of the night actually to go and sympathize with them and stand in solidarity with them, so that they know that the leaders have heard and they are with them, and they are going to make sure that the right things are done. These are the things that we are looking for, and not just by word. We want to see the actions as well. We want to see the actions as well.
We do.
And I don't think that it's fair that you get up. I'm thinking maybe someone was even in a vehicle traveling from one point to the other. What if they too got affected? Yes. And they had no business being there. Like, it could be anything, and these things only makes us. It should cause or raise some sense of awakening in us to let us know that, Charlie, tomorrow really is not promised. And it
doesn't seem to be, because I'm just hoping that next week or something we don't hear anything like this again. But I think Ghanaians, we need to actually wake up as a collective. I don't think we take safety measures.
We don't
seriously at all. We are actually playing with our lives.
We don't
on a daily basis,
and this is on a general level. We can't even say it for the people of Bujumbura, because apparently for them they adhere to these because they know what's ongoing. When the news or the information is passed that this is going to happen, they move. So at least we just know that it's not like they neglected it. It was negligence on the part of the contractor and whoever his men were. You know, whoever needed to have passed down the information did not do their due diligence and have claimed lives. Charlie, sometimes I just wonder, okay, when things like this happen and then you're in the center of it, how do you feel? Knowing that you've caused people so much pain or even claimed their life. How are you ever able to? Because I am an overthinker. And so I'm just putting myself in such shoes, and I can't. I can't. It happens to me. Yesterday, we realized, and already there was a lot happening in my head before yesterday. So having added that to it, I just needed my mother. I just wanted to go and hug my mom. Like, that's all I needed. But imagine, so when you're careless and then you cause another person so much pain or damage unintentionally, can you live with the guilt?
Honestly, I don't think I
can.
Can.
Exactly. So why don't you ensure to do the right thing at all times? I know you can't be too careful, but then if you're extra careful to say that, see, I don't want to be the reason why this family loses a relative or this person loses their daily bread. You be cautious in everything you do. I mean, there are times that things will happen that would be beyond your control.
Definitely.
But then, Charlie, it's okay.
In SMP. You know what? I would just like to say my condolences to the ones lost, and I hope that the victims, like the family of the victims, actually do find strength in these very trying times. I hope they also sue. I honestly hope they sue. And then for those that are injured, I honestly hope that they also, they find healing, and hopefully the damage is not too much.
I saw a shop that had been shattered.
Oh yes,
so many shops had been shattered, broken People's down.
Homes, the cars, those ones are their properties, but the lives.
These ones they can be replaced. But the lives lost, the damage caused to human life.
Very unnecessary. Very unnecessary. And on to another, I think, unnecessary accident that happened. The VIP bus accident that happened over, this weekend as well. We are getting more details about what happened. Now, Charlie, the death is too much, honestly. Too much. Anyway. Yeah, so there was an accident over the weekend. A bus from, on the Kumasi Obuase Highway near Akokere side. Yes. Now, apparently, full bus. The bus was full. The driver by the name of Osei Edu was driving, and so they're heading to where they're supposed to go, as normal. But it was a full bus. Apparently, the driver came onto another, I think a VIP bus that was ahead of him, and it had broken down faults into also kakra. So he picked up some extra passengers. Now apparently the passengers on board were complaining because the
bus is already full.
Exactly.
Imagine the weight it's already carrying, and you're taking on more people.
Yep. So the bus was already full. He took on more people, and one was a nurse who had, I think she's now going to her station into properties.
Oh, Lord.
You understand? Bags, yes, a fridge cracker.
Home.
And no lodi adianina. But the passengers were telling him, don't take ayama. Trying, full from men lodi. But driver wanted to do what he wanted to do because no I'm driving the bus. You can't. No,
but I know that with those buses, should any break down, there's another one that is sent to come and take the people to their destination. So why did he think he had to do that?
I have no idea.
Can we be disciplined a little bit more in this country?
So he picked the lady up, and apparently Ninyamano Krasene Dawson no a block passengers no. They can't see what's happening. So the passengers are complaining, and he's also driving fast. And he kasa. And apparently there was even a policeman on board, and the policeman says, you know what? because Ayanajo or driving on concentrating on the road.
Why would the policeman
even allow
take an overload in the first place?
Exactly. That one there, that's another question for another day, because that one we have to, exactly.
This country, the indiscipline rating.
It doesn't make sense. So the police is like, Munyedi, just keep quiet, let him concentrate on the road. But passengers too are stubborn like the driver.
No, but of course, if I feel my life is in danger, of course.
I get that, but then nipa no wafrewi oyo. Intisisiano like he's moved the car. The best thing that we can do is keep quiet, let him concentrate on the road. So the people are talking plenty, and the driver gets to a curve, but it's at the curve side that he decides to turn back and talk to them, because they are talking to him into so yo mano.
Today is she driver.
Aye. So curve mo. Because maybe they have told him, say, your friends and self-driver to bus. So I don't know what he was thinking. Curve mo. So he turns behind to speak, goes on, so Kasa. He's telling them, I don't know what he's telling them, but he's turning on the curve, and that's when it falls over into the water. Wow. Aye.
Sasa.
Asa. Asam nasa. So for those who did the overloading, for those who were talking plenty, for those who wanted asa. Case asa. So
101.9 FM.